Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So I'm gonna jump right in. I didn't wear quite as many this past week as I did, or as I have been. I think because I've been kind of testing a lot here and there, but not doing full wear tests, so I haven't been wanting to include them. I don't know, it was kind of a weird week. But anyways, the first one we're going to talk about is this one here. This is Aromafume Enchanted Katarina Light Blue. This is supposedly a clone of YSL Manifesto L'Elixir. I haven't smelled the real L'Elixir, so I couldn't tell you if it's like a good clone or not, but I can tell you I adore this perfume. Funny story about this one. I bought this and it sat for, I don't know. I bought it, and when I very first tried it, it performed so badly on me that I almost immediately decluttered it. I put it up for sale on Mercari and it sat there for, I mean, it must have been on Mercari for like 2 years, seriously. And it sat in a box for like 2 years. Well, finally, I finally went through that box because I had makeup in there too that I had put up and just different things. And I saw it and I was like, well, let me see how I feel about this one again. So I sprayed it on and I was in love. I was absolutely in love. It had deepened, it had aged in a really good way, it had gotten richer, and it's just beautiful. This one's sweet, vanilla, tonka. I think it's got some jasmine in it, and it's so good. It's warm. Oh, it's so good. It's warm and sweet, and I adore it. I just adore it. It performs way better now too. I think I got at least 5 hours out of this before I would have felt like I needed to reapply it. Yeah, I don't think I reapplied it. I think I just went ahead and put something else on. But yeah, I think I got a good 5 hours out of it. So I think if you had this one and you just reapplied it once, it would get you through an entire day. So I adore it. I cannot recommend this one enough. You just have to, I don't know, I just had to let mine sit for quite a while before it got to be amazing, but it is amazing. So anyways, that is Aromafume Enchanted Katarina Light Blue. Okay, next I wore this one here. I can't believe I bought this months ago, and I just finally tested it for the first time this past week. This is Britney Spears Fantasy Intense, and this is, I mean, it really does smell exactly like Fantasy, like the reformulated version of Fantasy, which is the kiwi heavy Fantasy. It smells exactly like it, just more intense. And this one is an absolute beast. This lasted forever. I got at least 8 hours out of it. And I would bet that if I went back and got my clothes out of the laundry that I was wearing when I wore this, I'd be willing to bet that they still smell like it. It's really, really good. It's really, really strong. It's one of those that, I don't know, it's kind of on the chopping block because I feel like it does smell so much like the original, and I've got the original, I've got the stage edition, so I'm kind of feeling like I don't need this. But it is a beautiful version, and this one, it performs way better. So if I am gonna declutter any, I will definitely declutter this one because somebody will get a good fragrance that actually lasts long. So anyways, that is Britney Spears Fantasy Intense. It's a good one. Okay, I was still kind of on a pumpkin kick last week, and I wanted to, because I felt like my Ganache Luscious Pumpkin perfume, to me it's super, super similar to the CJ Scents perfumes, but I felt like the CJ Scents perfumes just lasted way longer and were just, you know, kind of better. But I went ahead and wore my Luscious Pumpkin. This thing is an absolute beast. I think it has, not I think, I know, it has macerated, it's gotten stronger. It's the most beautiful, creamy, spiced pumpkin fragrance ever. I love it. It's really, really similar to Pumpkin Tobacco from CJ Scents. I would say it's kind of, it reminds me, it's kind of somewhere in between Boo and pumpkin tobacco from CJ Scents, because it's got just a slight touch of creaminess, but it's not like as creamy as Boo. And it's a little bit sweeter than pumpkin tobacco, but it's really similar. All three of them are very, very similar fragrances, and I absolutely love them. This is an absolute beast. I put this on in the morning. I think I finally reapplied it after about 6 hours, but I didn't need to reapply it. I just felt like I wanted it to be really, really strong again. So I did reapply it, but I wouldn't have needed to. It would have lasted forever. So I reapplied it once and that was it. It got me through. I had this perfume on for 12 plus hours probably. I did layer it over this lotion here. This is the Bath & Body Works Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte Lotion. This is pumpkin latte, toasted marshmallows, creamy sandalwood, and praline musk. Oh, it's yummy. It smells like creamy pumpkin and marshmallows. It's really, really nice. It made a really great base for the Luscious Pumpkin. I also did wear my CJ Scents Pumpkin Tobacco too though. I hadn't given this a really good wear test yet. I will say these ones are so, so strong. The CJ Scent fragrances are really, really intense, and that's part of what makes me love them so much. Pumpkin Tobacco is beautiful. It's sweet, spicy pumpkin with just the slightest touch of tobacco in the background, just to keep it really grounded so that it doesn't end up smelling like a candle. I love them. I love them. I love them so much. These scents are amazing. They're perfect for fall. They just give you all the cozy, warm feelings of fall, and I just adore it. So yeah, I got on a pumpkin kick, and I layered the pumpkin tobacco over the marshmallow pumpkin latte lotion as well. Next, we're gonna talk about this one here. This is JLo Glow, or Jennifer Lopez Glow. I adore this perfume, you guys. This perfume is so good. It's such an underrated gem in my collection. I very rarely ever talk about this perfume, but I absolutely adore it. This is the most beautiful, clean, sweet skin, kind of skin-like musk. It's soapy. It's like a soapy musk. It's slightly sweet. It's perfect. It's got a heaviness to it that I adore. And I guess when I mean heavy, it's stronger. It's a lot stronger than a lot of my other clean musks in my collection, and I just adore it. I have the skin chemistry for this, which is surprising because I usually don't have the skin chemistry for anything, but amazingly, I have the skin chemistry for this. So this ends up smelling like a beautiful, sweet, clean skin musk on me. I can totally see if you're one of those people that this doesn't work for, it ends up smelling like hairspray, and I can totally see that. It does have that kind of hairspray scent when you first spray it, probably from the alcohol, and I'm guessing that never goes away for the people that this doesn't work for. But if you've got the skin chemistry for this, this is such an incredible fragrance. I love it so much. It's one that's been around forever, and I can see why. It's just a really good one. And this is an absolute beast. I sprayed this on once in the morning. I do tend to overspray with musks, even this one, which is a strong one. I do tend to overspray, but I did only apply this one time, and it got me through the entire day. 10 plus hours probably, which is amazing. I am gonna keep this one out, and I'm gonna try to get through it because it's such an old bottle. I've had this for so long that I feel like I need to go ahead and get through it. Once I do get through it, I will immediately buy a new bottle of it because I love it. It's so good. So anyways, that is Jennifer Lopez Glow. Okay, and then the rest of the fragrance that I wore are all travel sprays. So I wore 2 of my brand new Duo fragrances that I just got. The first one I wore is this one here called Caramel Delight. This is a clone of Xerjoff Lyra. This is amazing. I love this. It's really decadent and sweet. It's blood orange and caramel. It's so yummy and just It's just such a good fragrance. This is an absolute 99.9% spot on clone of Lyra. I literally would not know the difference between this and the real thing. They smell identical. I love this. It's such a good scent. As soon as I get through my travel spray, this is one that I will need to pick up a full bottle of because it's so, so nice. So anyways, that is Caramel Delight. And then I wore this one here. This one is called Alexandra Short. So when I first got this and when I sprayed it out of the bottle onto paper, like a blotter, it smelled like a sweet kind of musk scent to me. Like a sweet, warm musk. This is a vanilla fragrance. This is a vanilla fragrance through and through. When I actually sprayed this on my body and tested it all over, this reminds me a lot of like a little bit lighter version of Mercedes-Benz Club Black. It's really, really similar. It's that kind of a vanilla. It's a really beautiful, warm, warm, sweet vanilla. It's beautiful. I love it. This is one that I would not buy a full bottle of, or I won't buy a full bottle of when I get through the travel spray, only because it reminds me so much of the Mercedes-Benz Club Black, and I've got a full bottle of that, so I don't feel like I would need a full bottle of this. It's really similar, but it is really beautiful. This one sadly didn't last very long on me. I easily got 8-10 hours out of the Caramel Delight. Lasted forever. The Alexander Short one, I think I got maybe 3-ish hours out of it. This one didn't stay on me for very long. My skin tends to really eat vanillas though, so I'm not surprised at all that it didn't last very long on me, because even the Mercedes-Benz Club Black doesn't perform super, super well on me. For whatever reason, there's something about these kinds of fragrances that my skin just eats them up. But anyways, that is called Alexander Short. Really beautiful vanilla. Next I wore this here. This is Black Opium Illicit Green. This is such a good formulation of Black Opium. This one, oh my gosh, it's strong. It's got a fig note in it. I really don't get the fig. To me, this is just like a stronger version of Black Opium. It's almost like the extreme version. This and the extreme are the best formulations of Black Opium by far. This one lasts so much longer. This one performs way better than the original Black Opium too. I wore this one to bed one night and I sprayed it on, and Charlotte got a whiff of it and she was like, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? And she was sniffing me. She's like, put some on me. So I sprayed her too, because it's just such a good, oh, it's so good. It's so sweet and cozy and warm and comforting and just everything that you want in a fragrance. It's just such a good one. So anyways, that is YSL Black Opium Illicit Green. And then last but not least, I tested another Bond No. 9 fragrance. This is the Bond No. 9 Chinatown fragrance. This is beautiful. This really is a gorgeous fragrance, but there's something about this that reminds me of potpourri. I don't know what it is, but it kind of reminds me of potpourri. It's like it's a warm, spiced floral, but there's something about it that reminds me of potpourri. I will say it also did go a little bit mature on me. Into the deep, deep dry down, it did go a little mature on me. I still loved how it smelled. I still thought it smelled amazing, but would I buy a full bottle? No. I would not want a full bottle of it. I love testing it. I'm so glad I have a sample in my collection. But yeah, it's a strange fragrance. It's like a warm, spiced floral that kind of teeters on potpourri smelling. It's interesting. I would definitely recommend sampling it just to have the experience of it. It's really nice. So anyways, that is Bond No. 9 Chinatown. And that is going to be it, guys. Those are all of the fragrances that I wore last week. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.